I'm Leslie.
And I'm Shelly.
And we're
Sisters in Ebert.
Welcome back for another Movie Monday, first of the year.
Oh, welcome to 2026.
The new year. We hope everybody had a wonderful holiday.
But now we're going back in time.
Yes.
To the 60s?
Yeah, I think.
Eventually. Not in the very beginning.
Maybe the 50s.
I think the beginning was 50s.
I think I wrote them down.
Okay. We'll find out. A Bronx Tale.
A Bronx Tale. Yes. A Bronx.
Filmed primarily in Queens.
Oh.
So, not the Bronx.
Oh.
Close enough.
Chaz Palminteri.
Robert De Niro.
Uh-huh. And the Artie Bucco's wife from The Sopranos played the mom.
Yes.
Too. Yeah.
This was her first movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
She was really good.
She brought her son in to audition for young Calodro and saw that they were auditioning for the mom and said, "Can I read for it?" And she got the part.
Nice. That's perfect. Well, this is Summer of Movies.
Oh, we're kicking off the year with a Summer of Movies.
Ding! It's subject to our squirrel review.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not privy, if you're not familiar with the channel, or we haven't done one in a while.
It has been a bit.
Would you like to explain it, Shelley?
Sure. So there was a summer and a time ongoing after that summer where our dad showed us every movie he ever enjoyed in his life. And we would sit downstairs and he would show us the movie. And
with his director's commentary.
Oh my gosh, a lot of pausing, a lot of rewinding.
If you had to go to the bathroom, I'll stop it for you.
Yeah, there's no getting, you won't miss a minute of any of these films. So he would be showing it to us, and if we enjoy the movie, we'd be watching the movie. And if we weren't, we would direct our attention slightly to the right, where we would see our glass sliding door that looked out to our wooded backyard full of squirrels.
Which our parents
wildlife.
fed very close to
Yeah,
that.
there's bird
so,
seed around they were nibbling on. So if we give a movie a high squirrel rating, that means we were looking at the squirrels. We saw a lot of squirrels.
A lot of squirrels.
If we give a low squirrel rating, it means we didn't notice the squirrels. We were watching the TV because we enjoyed the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
that's where we get our squirrel rating.
Yes, our squirrel
so
rating.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, at the end we will give our squirrel rating for when we first viewed it and presently.
Yes.
As adults.
Okay.
All right, so Bronx Tale,
in.
1993, and this was based on Chaz Palminteri's experience growing up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it started as a one-man play that he wrote.
Which we saw because he reprised that play.
Yes, he toured
years later,
with
in like
it.
09-ish.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Maybe,
Yeah,
even
08,
before 08,
maybe?
I think.
Yeah.
08, I would say.
And yeah, he toured with a one-man show where it was awesome.
Yeah.
And he was the kid.
Yes.
Like, in real life, he was the kid. But in the movie and in the play, he plays everybody in the play. But in the movie, he was the mobster.
Yes. So one of the stipulations, fun fact, while he was trying to find a company to create the movie, is his stipulation was that he wanted to play Sonny, the mobster. And so many studios were turning him down. They're like, no, we want to hire somebody else to do it. And it was finally Robert De Niro struck a deal with him and said, like, yeah, you can be Sonny if I get to be Lorenzo. And they cut a deal for him to direct. And
had Robert De Niro directed much before?
No, this was his directorial
first.
debut.
I thought so.
Yes.
I thought so. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Yep.
I used to know all the facts about this, and now my brain's starting to spit out old things.
This was, I mean, spoiler for the squirrels. This was a favorite of ours for a while.
Long time.
Yes.
This, really, was this... Did we watch this before, like, The Godfather and stuff, or this was after?
I think it was after. I
yeah.
think we started with the big...
And I didn't know what Dad was talking about, Bronx Tale. I thought he was saying A Bronx Tale, and I'm like,
Dale.
Bronx
Yes.
Tale?
I was like, is that a place?
Yeah, or
Bronx
I was like,
Tale.
is that like, it sounded like a racing place, like for like, like horse racing or something. I was like, Bronx Tale? What the hell?
Like a Clydesdale?
Yeah. So we open with iconic doo-wop soundtrack over the nightscape of the Fordham section of the Bronx. I put the soundtrack as its own character in this movie. Yeah, I had this character. I had the soundtrack. Yeah, yes. It was a good one.
Good hits on here, yeah.
Calodro is the child. He explains landmarks and his love for Mickey Mantle and the Yankees as the Italian men romance their women. Marie, get in the car!
Get in the car! No!
Come on, baby.
No!
Get in the car! Sonny was the VIP of the neighborhood who never noticed Calodro until one day. Mm-hmm. So Sonny was like the gangster. He ran the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And Calodro loved riding the bus with his dad, Lorenzo, who was a city bus driver on his route, and got dropped off at home with instructions to go right upstairs, Calodro didn't listen, though, and went back out to his stoop to watch Sonny hanging out on the corner.
Yeah, he was infatuated with Sonny the mobster. It was like emulating his movements.
Yeah. And his friends were, too. Like, they were all just...
He had, like, 3 fingers somehow.
He had 2... Sonny had 5 fingers, but he only used 3 of them.
That's right.
Okay. He peeks into the Shea Bippy, which is the club that they own. I hate that name too.
Shea Bippy.
Is that the real name?
Yes.
Okay.
It had to be. He wouldn't make that.
Yeah.
Make it cooler than that.
Yeah, that's true. It's a terrible name. It's like the bar that Sonny owns, but it was like a front for Sonny. Somebody else owned it, but it was and introduces us to the other guys in Sonny's crew: Tony Toupee, who was the owner in name only, Eddie Mush, who was a degenerate gambler with terrible luck, and he never hit a number in his life.
Which fun fact about him then too?
Yes, I know the fun fact. Yes, Jojo the whale. You didn't walk with Jojo; you walked among him. Frankie Coffee Cake, who got his name because his face looks like a Drake coffee cake. He was tough to look at. Jimmy Whispers, because everything was a secret with him. Yeah. Danny K.O. and Bobby Bars, and they were kind of minor characters.
Yeah, we don't see them too much.
Yeah. Mom catches Calodro and drags him out, but goes into the market to buy something, and he watches Sonny use his favorite 3 fingers. C has a smart mouth, Calodro has a smart mouth when his mom and dad lecture him on staying away from the bar.
He is saucy.
I know, and he's like an only child. Usually, like, the only child's like pretty well behaved, and a pleaser, And he's like, "What? I took a shot." Like, he lies, What can I say? You took a shot. Good job, son. And he's like, "Are you gonna let him talk like this?"
Come on.
Yeah. And gives Calodro tickets to the Yankees. So then after all that, he gets like a little prize. Slick and Crazy Mario are his best friends, and they hassle the peddler and intimidate the gang, imitate the gangsters on the stoop. You know, like who they're acting out. Who am I? You know, it's like, oh, that's Sonny. Who is that?
That's Sonny. That's an easy one.
The kids are prejudiced, and they hassle a bus bringing African American kids home from school. As friends chase the bus, Calodro had to stay behind on the stoop and witness Sonny shoot someone over an altercation seemingly over a parking spot.
Yeah, because his dad said, "Don't leave that stoop." So his friends ran off.
His dad's looking out the window. He's like, "Hey, get back down."
Sit down. So he did, and then he sees a murder.
The police arrived to question Calodro as a witness, which was the first time Sonny looked at him when Calodro witnessed the shooting. It was like
like a slow-mo moment.
Because he like looked around as he's walking away with the gun.
Who saw this?
And
then
there's a kid sitting there.
Police.
Calodro. The police have Calodro come identify who he saw with the gun in his hands, and Calodro does not identify Sonny, to the frustration of the police, but was proud of himself not ratting as his father.
I didn't rat.
Yeah, I did a good thing. And it's like, yeah, you did a good thing for a bad man. Yeah.
And we didn't. I mean, we kind of mentioned it earlier, but Lorenzo, his dad, is Robert De Niro.
Sorry, yes. Yeah.
And then Chaz Palminteri is Sonny.
Okay. And so Calodro is about 8 years old here. I forgot to say.
9.
Oh, 9. Yeah,
yes.
I forgot to say that. Yeah. Calodro rode the bus the next day and loved it, and he talks to his dad about baseball and learns the saddest thing in life is wasted talent as they clean the bus and Lorenzo buys him ice cream.
He's a cute little kid.
It's very sweet too, like, because you could tell, like, this is like how they bond, you know.
Yes. Yeah, this is their father-son stuff.
Time.
His dad's happy to have him there on his bus route with him. Yeah,
exactly. When they get home, Sonny nods at Lorenzo and at Calodro, who is told to go upstairs. Jimmy Whispers offers Lorenzo a job that he declines for fear of losing his city job, but would have $150 a week if he just picked up some numbers from them on the bus route, and then somebody else would get on and take the numbers from them.
Yes, which in the modern day equivalent, it's about $1,300 a week.
Holy
yeah,
heck.
So he's turning down
a lot.
Pretty penny here when he says no.
Yeah, that was like Sonny's way of like saying thank you.
Yeah, like, here, I'll let you work for me because thanks for what you did.
Calodro felt remorse on the day of the funeral and confesses to his priest and given 5 Our Fathers and 5 Hail Marys for penance. He was like, well, I lied. I lied about witnessing a murder. He's like, wait, go back. I lied to my mom and dad. No, not that one.
He says so casually.
Yeah. And he's like, well, God wouldn't want you to do that. He's like, no offense, Father. Your guy's bigger than my guy up there, but my guy's bigger than your guy down here. And he's like, fair point. Okay, you get 5 Hail Marys, 5 Our Fathers, and then that's it? 5 Hail Marys? He's like, what do you say? He's like, oh, nothing. Thank you,
bye. He runs out like, okay, that was easy.
Sonny has Calodro brought to him and taught that Mickey Mantle doesn't care about him.
It's true.
He's like, you can't pay your rent. You think Mickey Mantle? He's like, I hate that. Like, they made Mickey Mantle cry when he lost. Like, he was like, well, you think if your dad can't pay the rent, Mickey Mantle's gonna care? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And he lost his love for the Yankees and point blank asked Sonny if he shot a man over a parking spot, but was told again that he'll understand when he gets older. Because
everybody keeps telling you, you'll understand when you're older. You'll understand it someday.
Exactly. Calodro started helping serve drinks at the bar for Sonny for tips and is a good luck charm for Sonny, who orders all the bad luck friends into the bathroom as a kid throws 11 passes in a row and learns that the working man's a sucker.
Yes. And it should be noted that Sonny said, like, what's with that name? Like, Calodro.
Calodro, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to call you C.
Yeah, C. He's like, Calodro, that's a big name, Yeah. And, so it was like Eddie Mush, because he didn't want him looking at the kid,
the whale.
Jojo the whale, it's like, we already got Mush in there, you can't fit him in there, too. It's like, get him in the bathroom.
Grandma in the bathroom, stay in the bathroom, get him out
Eddie Coffee, no, Eddie Coffee Cake, no good. I don't
want to be looking at that.
I don't want him looking at that face while throwing my dice.
That part was funny. That was so funny. Every time they open the door, put somebody else, they're like...
Yeah. It's like, what? I'm betting here, Sonny. What? Yeah. Sonny gives Calodro the nickname C, and people start being nice to him because Sonny now considers him his boy. This is my boy. Mm-hmm. Mom found $600 behind his drawer, and the parents confront him and find out he's working for Sonny.
Which was about $5,000, $6,000 in today's money.
Lorenzo wants to give the money back, and Mom wants them to keep it. Well, hey, wait, let's talk about this a minute. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
He's already got it.
Yeah, she wants him to keep it, but stop working at the bar. Mm-hmm. Dad wants him to give it back and stop working at the bar. Mm-hmm. Lorenzo takes the money back to Sonny and tells him to stay away from C and not mess with his family. And it gets awfully tense, but
it does.
Sonny lets it go. He doesn't stops his guy from going.
Yeah, he's about to go after Lorenzo. He's like.
Lorenzo tells Calodro to stay away from them and that it's bad money and people don't love Sonny, they fear him. And the working man is the real tough guy. Yeah. Sonny and Lorenzo never spoke again, but C did not listen to his dad about staying away from Sonny. Mm. Years pass and Sonny became a boss. It's now 1968, so 9 years. It was
It was like 59.
Yeah, difference. But C's neighborhood is the same, and C is Sonny's friend. Eddie Mush bet the same horse as Sonny, and when Sonny finds that out, he leaves before the race is even over.
He rips up the ticket. He's like, I'll lose.
Yeah, he's like,
Mush voted on it.
And Calodro's like, what? What are you doing? You don't know it's not over. No. It's like, no. If he bet on it, it's done. It's over. And sure enough,
they lose. Yep.
C and his buddies have their own social club. Deuce is wild. And I'm like, we finally got our own social club, is what he said. I'm like, finally? You're like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, they're
finally?
High school.
Got your own social club. And to hang out at and discuss the Mario test for a prospective wife and how to weed out pigs and also continue being prejudiced against the other races that come through the neighborhood on the bus.
Yeah, they are saucy.
And they're smoking, like they said, the cigarette machine and the jukebox is what paid the rent, and they could have $1 drinks or whatever. I'm like, sir. But what was New York's drinking age? Because at this time I think Jersey's drinking age was 18.
I have
so
no
it
idea.
probably it might
was
not.
Low.
Yeah. It might not have been as bad.
And they're in
with Sonny. Nobody cares.
Right. There's no
Although
police.
Sonny doesn't seem to like his friends.
Oh no.
Every time Sonny shows up,
good guys.
No, they're not good. They're the neighborhood kids who are getting into trouble all the time because they got nothing better to do.
Mm-hmm. They're hanging out on the stoop too much.
Yep. Okay.
Stoop kid's afraid to leave.
He tries getting money back that he loaned to somebody. It was $25. Mm. Lorenzo calls C to ride the bus with him on his route and sees a beautiful African-American girl on the bus distracting him from Lorenzo, asking him to a boxing fight the next night. Mm-hmm. But he knew dating her would be off limits in his neighborhood. C again tries to get his $20 back. But Sonny intervenes and tells him the guy is out of his life forever and he got off cheap. He was like, do you even like that guy?
No.
He's like, no, I don't even like him. And he was like, well, he's gone forever. He's not going to bug you again.
Yeah, it cost you $20 to get rid of him.
Yep.
Count it as a good thing.
Yep. Sonny is still teaching C life lessons and explains why he stays close to the neighborhood. that he can keep an eye on things. C also learns better to be feared instead of loved, but not hated, because then people want to take him down. He's like, it's a fine balance. You gotta...
Yeah, you want to be feared, but not hated.
Because he said, would you rather be feared or loved? Well, it's good to be both, but it's very hard. He was like,
I'd rather be feared.
Because fear keeps the people loyal to me. Sonny notices a group of bikers pulling up on the Shea Bippy and goes with C to check it out. The biker says they don't want any trouble, though, even though they're not properly dressed, but immediately spray bartenders with beer and start causing a ruckus. Sonny tells them that they need to leave, and when they don't, he locks them in and starts beating them. As bikers brawl back, Sonny's crew prevails, though, and drags all the bikers out as the neighborhood Utes continue beating as like they're trying to crawl away, and the kids like down the street.
Go and get them.
Yeah, go get them.
Those were real bikers. They had friends that then they grabbed friends.
Was it like Hell's Angels or something?
Yeah,
okay.
They were all Hell's Angels or part of it or something.
Yeah. Gotcha. C's crew is buying guns. Slick is buying a gun, and Sonny catches the guy selling guns and throws him out, saying no guns in the neighborhood. He's like, "What are you guys all pinched? What are you doing?"
Right? Yeah,
because it's some kid, like it's some high school kid or dropout.
Young, yeah.
Sonny reprimands C for being involved with guys buying guns and tells him his friends are going to get him into trouble. Sonny invites C to the fight, but he's already going with Lorenzo, and Sonny invites them both at the fight to sit with them, but Lorenzo declines.
They're ringside.
Yeah, and Lorenzo's up like 3 rows from the top. And Lorenzo declines and is offended, but keeps his seat and upset that C wants to go with Sonny immediately and not stay with his dad. C casually is picking up life tips from Sonny and Lorenzo. Like it's not like they're blatantly telling him all the time, but he's like absorbing it.
Yeah.
And
he's got 2 father figures in his life.
Yeah. Both wildly different outlooks on life, but yeah. And he spots the girl from the bus at school, but doesn't talk to her as they were both with their friends. He sees her out front, so he lets his friends leave with an excuse about a makeup test, and he goes to talk to her and finds out her name is Jane. Yeah, he's like, I bet her...
It's so exotic.
I bet she has an exotic name, like Monique or Danielle.
Yeah,
but I guess back then.
Yeah, and then, what's your name? Jane.
That's
it?
It? Yeah.
What do you mean that's it?
And
then she's like, what kind of name is that? What is it? Colodro.
Yeah. And he's like, it's Italian. I like Italians. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. Yeah. And Jane is waiting for her brother. They walk home sometimes together. Jane compliments his eyes as he walks her home, and she likes Italians and asks him to move to the movies the next day. He says his friends call him C, but she likes Colodro better.
Her hairstyle looked like it hurt.
It did. It was very tight.
So tight.
But at the time, I feel like when we watched this, that was a normal hairstyle.
It was, yeah.
Even for like the time we watched it.
Like the early 2000s.
So I was like, okay.
But I remember like watching this back, I was like, ooh, that looks painful.
Yeah, it's tight. Tight bun. Jane's neighborhood is equally prejudiced against Colodro, and he must leave her a block from home as someone throws a beer bottle at him.
He looks like a gangster too.
Yeah,
like he's got this hat.
Yeah, that's what she said. Your hat looks funny. Let me try to fix it. C's friends see some black teens riding bikes through the neighborhood and attack them that same afternoon. C pretends to join in to help, but just pretends, and someone like is holding the guy down. He's like, just
down.
Stay down.
Just stay still. Just stop. He's trying to get
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, to
he
just
wants
pretend.
to look like he's doing something because it's chaos.
Yeah.
And someone calls the cops, so C pulls Slick off them, and the boys scatter. C tells Sonny about worrying about what his friends will say about him dating Jane, and Sonny explains you only get 3 great women in your life, and Jane could be C's first great one. Sonny had all of his 3 when he was 16. That happens sometimes. What are you going to do? Me, I had my 3 when I was 16. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? It just passes it off. I feel like all his lessons are just like, whatever.
Yeah. This is how
it's what it is.
Yeah. Sonny says he will loan C his car, which he doesn't lend to anyone, and C can give Jane Sonny's test. And he's like, oh, the Mario test? Mario, why do you list that? That kid's a psycho. Don't listen to Mario. And it was like...
It wasn't a very good test.
No,
we can't explain it on this family-friendly channel.
It's too vulgar, but yes.
But it was not a good test.
So Sonny's test is the door test to know if she's a keeper. So what you do is, it doesn't really work anymore.
No.
But back in the day, you unlock the car door so she sees that the car is locked. You walk around, you open her door for her, let her in, walk around the back, and you look through the rear view windshield and see if she leans over and locks your side, she's a keeper, and if she doesn't, she's a selfish pig, and this is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, she didn't even think about you to let you in that car.
He was like, if she doesn't lean over and open that door for you, dump her.
Dump her right there.
Right then and there. You've seen the tip of the iceberg, get out now. Dump her? Because he was just saying about all this ooey-gooey stuff about hey, what's your feelings? That's important. That's what's important, not anything else. And then he was just like, dump her? Door test, kid. That's what matters. Okay. So C also talks to his dad before his date and finds out what dad would say if he hypothetically dated a black girl, and dad alludes to not being thrilled about that.
Yeah, he's like, it's not for us.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not prejudiced. I see everybody else. He's like, Dad, you're not prejudiced? Come on. He's like,
I'm not prejudiced, but no. You may not.
C goes to pick up Jane in the car and locks the doors for the door test. I put, it's a convertible.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been pretty easy for him to unlock that.
But Jane is upset as her brother got beat up in his neighborhood and brings her brother to confront C, as the brother claims C was the one who beat him up. So she leaves, doesn't go with Calogero, and he's upset.
Does not get in the car to potentially unlock it.
And she leaves with brother as C lets a racial slur slip. And I was like, oh yes, buddy, no.
It was a loud racial slur.
Hard R. C returns Sonny's car, and Sonny tries to talk to him as he is back so soon, but C leaves to go pout. Lorenzo confronts C over driving Sonny's car, and Lorenzo warns C that Sonny will hurt him if he ever loses trust in C, and C disrespects Dad leaving the apartment. So he goes home, Dad starts hassling, and he leaves again.
Yeah, he's already in a funk, and that's not helping.
Picture Henry Hill coming home at 4 a.m. and where were you? And just turns around and leaves. Yeah. Okay. Calogero's outside, and his buddies try to get him to go with them and retaliate for the damage to their club, because the guys that they beat up came back and did damage to their club.
Oh gosh,
yeah.
No.
And let's see. Sonny arrives with his crew and threatens C, second guessing if he ever even had a date, if Jane was even real, because when C returned the car, it wouldn't start, and Sonny found something on the engine that didn't go off, but that's what was making the car not start, and he thought that C set him up, and C cries that he would never hurt Sonny. He's like a father to him, and then he's like, how could you think that I would do that? And he just runs off. C's, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's never been confirmed, but it's a fan theory that it was the bikers retaliating.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah,
that is a good.
It makes sense.
Thought. Yeah. C's, which makes sense why it wouldn't go off too, because they're probably
they don't know.
It's a amateur hour.
Yes.
Yeah. C's friends catch back up to him in a stolen car to go to Jane's neighborhood to throw Molotov cocktails at their club to get back to them.
Yeah, they made a whole bunch of them just sit in the back seat
in a cardboard box at their seat or at their feet. C wanted...
It's Mario's feet, isn't it?
Yeah. C wanted out, but is afraid to say no to friends and hearing advice from Dad and Sonny at the same time in his head. Keep your head, son. They would do
worst things, wasted talent.
Yeah, all this stuff is going on in his head as they're going. At the stoplight, Sonny catches up and pulls Calogero out and tells the boys to stay away from him. And they go on without him. C confronts Sonny on not trusting him and is disappointed Sonny didn't worry about C getting hurt in that car. He was like, did you ever think it was on there when I drove it? Stuff like that. And tells Sonny he needs to trust more in life. Jimmy whispers tells C that Jane was just there and if he hurries he could catch her. C takes off as Sonny tries to stop him, but he keeps going to Jane. Calogero catches up to her, and she says her brother admitted that C didn't hurt him, and he's glad that Jane came to see him, telling her that he wants to be with her.
Yeah, because I'm sure the brother's a little prejudiced.
Oh, 100%. He was like, "This is the kid you're going out with."
Exactly. So he was like, "Yeah, of course he was involved because he doesn't want Jane to
and
go
he
out
was
with
the one holding him down.
Yes,
but he wasn't hitting him.
He didn't hurt him anyway, and so he admitted to that.
Yeah.
So he was the bigger person here.
Yes, because I doubt if the situation was reversed, he would have done the same.
Right.
C opens the passenger door for Jane, and sees Jane lean over and unlock the driver's side. This is her car.
It's so good 'cause he
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm going to skip the
Oh,
thing. I skipped the
gosh.
thing. Okay. After making up and kissing, C remembers where his friends are going and tells Jane they need to go to her car fast and help her brother. So C opens the passenger door for Jane and sees Jane lean over and unlock the driver's side door through the rear windshield, celebrating that she passed the door test.
Suddenly not moving so fast.
Yeah, automatic locks ruined this test.
Yes, yeah.
C remarks that he knew she was one of the great ones, and C's friends arrive in Jane's neighborhood, shooting up their social club and throwing cocktails, but someone from the club throws one back at the boys' car. It lands at their feet, igniting the other Molotov cocktails and the entire car with the boys inside, unaliving them all.
Yeah, they just explode.
Yeah. Fiery inferno. C and Jane arrived to the scene of the fire, and C didn't know whether to be happy or sad because he was alive and his friends were dead. C suddenly remembers Sonny and tells Jane he has to leave and go to Sonny. And the brother of Jane also urges him to leave due to the tension on the scene. But it was getting because the bodies are all on the floor, like they were covered up, but you could see it was like they're a little charred. He's like, don't they look better that way?
Yeah, it was getting spicy in there.
Yeah, people were getting fiery about it.
And he's like,
no pun intended.
Yeah, it's like, I need to go thank Sonny for saving my life.
Yep. C runs into the $20 guy and he's like, I'll get you the money. He's like, forget it, and he runs to a hopping Shea Bippy and tries to get to Sonny. It's packed. There's people all over the place. Tries to get to Sonny, but notices one face not smiling in a packed club of smiling faces. And Sonny is shot by that kid in the back of his head. The guy that killed Sonny was the son of the man that he had killed 8 years earlier.
Over the parking space that
the one that Colodro witnessed. Yeah. Sonny's funeral was packed and flowers were everywhere. People were networking and joking at the funeral, and Sonny was right. No one cares.
Yeah, and you didn't realize until then, like everybody loved Sonny when he was alive, but then
it was
his
just
funeral,
like now that he's gone. Oh, what am I going to do for myself now? Nobody cared. They're like bodies laid out, and they're all just standing around.
They definitely feared him. They didn't love him. Yeah.
Colodro was the last one there and closes up the funeral home.
He loved him.
Yeah, asking for a few more minutes. Colodro goes to the casket and tells Sonny that Jane passed the test and thanks Sonny for saving his life as all his friends died. Another man arrives and C tells him that Sonny was a great man, and the man with him recognizes Colodro as Lorenzo, the bus driver's kid. And the man tells C that his name is Carmine. And Sonny saved his life once too, revealing a facial scar and saying Sonny saved him outside of C's house years ago. Sorry, I need a water or something. C remembers the man as the one who was hit with the baseball bat, and Carmine says he will be taking care of business in the neighborhood regularly now.
So this whole parking space incident.
He was the guy that Sonny saved.
And then ended up killing the guy whose son then killed him eventually.
Yep.
So it was all intertwined.
Back,
This is Joe Pesci.
And he went away for a while. And I was thinking, this is the same time they filmed Home Alone 2, right?
93. Yeah, it came out in 93, yeah.
They both did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 91.
91 was the first one.
So the second one was 93.
Yeah. Okay. So he would be in the neighborhood taking care of business now, and C should come see him if he needs anything. C thanks him, but remarks he's given the bar a rest for a while, and Carmine understands. C asks if the fight was really over a parking space, and Carmine just says no. No. and offers again for any help, and then leaves. But he doesn't elaborate. Yeah. Lorenzo arrives to a surprise C and wants to pay respects to his friend, and says a prayer for mercy on Sonny's soul. And was just upset that he made C grow up so fast.
Which understandable.
Heck yeah, you're trying to keep, and especially where they live, like it's hard to keep your kid innocent when he's exposed to so much.
And he can't be around for a lot because he's working his bus route.
Although mom's home all day.
Yeah, mom doesn't seem to care too
much. He's like, hey, I got him all day. I don't know what you do. You? He's sitting on the stoop an awful lot. See. Colodro says goodbye after remarking again about sadness of wasted talent and learned great lessons from both men, but that this is just another Bronx Tale.
I love that line.
Yeah.
It's just another Bronx Tale.
Yeah, it's like, this is my life, but anybody will tell you this is just another Bronx Tale.
Dime a dozen.
Yep. And that is it.
So good.
Eddie Mush.
Eddie Mush. So they were casting for Eddie Mush, and they couldn't find an actor that was suitable for Eddie Mush.
In Palminteri's eyes, right?
In either of them eyes, yes. So De Niro said to Palminteri, what if we ask the real Eddie Mush?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, let's
try. Is he still around? Like, yeah.
So this is the real Eddie Mush from Chaz Palminteri's childhood.
Playing Eddie Mush. And I just found this out like a year or two ago. Because he was talking about Chaz Palminteri as a podcast. And I was listening to that. I was like, oh my God.
It's so cool. And he has the perfect character.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, that is him in real life. That's funny.
Yes. So.
Yeah. This is such a good movie.
Such a good movie. Yeah. Definitely one of my favorites of all time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this one.
I think this was always my number 2. It was Goodfellas, and then Bronx Tale was my number 2.
I think this was my favorite as far as mob movies go. Not movies of all time for me, but yeah.
I don't have a Bronx Tale shirt, so I have De Niro.
And Pesci.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Pesci too. Yeah. Pesci's too. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
Squirrels.
Yes. At the time, how many did you have?
Maybe 4. Because I didn't understand some of the stuff that was happening. But now I would
What kept you interested, Shell?
Colojo. Teenage Colojo. Mwah. He is beautiful young man.
Lilo Brancato. Yeah.
So I enjoyed watching this movie as a 16-year-old, or whatever it was, 14, 15,
14,
whatever
15,
it was.
I think, yeah.
So now I would say 0. I really enjoyed it. I was into it.
And it moves well. It's not really, it's just bam, bam, bam.
And there's humor. Yeah, it's not super long.
No.
It was an hour 40. Something like that. A lot of times these movies tend to be 2 hours,
2.5
hours. Yeah, it's okay, we get it. It's an interesting story, but you're kind of dragging it.
Yeah.
This was nice. It was so good.
Mine at the time was maybe one squirrel. And again, that was just, maybe. I don't even know if it was any back then, just because I was so into mobster stuff then.
You were, yeah.
And like I said, Leo Brancato was very attractive to watch. And it was kids our age.
Yeah,
because I was right around 17 probably when we watched the 16, 17. So
it is nice too that it's from a kid's perspective, because it's dumbed down mobster stuff.
Yeah.
There's stuff in mobster movies that I don't understand because I don't get the lingo sort of thing. But he's not understanding it either.
And even when he's throwing passes in the craps game, he doesn't understand what he's doing. He's just throwing dice.
Yeah.
He even says I'm gonna hit 2 this time. No,
don't do that.
Or 4, whatever.
4 again. Yeah. I'm gonna do 4 again. I'm gonna get a 4 again for you. No. I love that little kid.
Yeah. He was cute too. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit the 2-2 on the hard 4. Don't get cocky, man.
The actor who kills Sonny in the end, he was up for the role of Colojo and didn't get it. And they asked him if he would play this part instead. I was like, well, that's kind of crappy.
Well, he was probably angry enough with a chip on his shoulder. So, yeah. Now my squirrels would be 0.
Oh, yeah.
Not a squirrel in the world. Yeah, because I do love this movie. And I loved it then, too. I was probably, again, just the kids, even then, were annoying me, his buddies. I'm these are terrible kids. And I'm
you can tell they're not good friends.
So sometimes I would just be ugh, these guys. And the whole burning scene, I'm oh yeah. It's tough to watch. But
yeah, just the prejudice in general is hard to see.
Hard to watch.
These kids just riding their bike past you. They're not even hanging
stopping
out.
Or they were on the bus, driving through the neighborhood.
Their bus driver is driving them home. Yeah, they don't get to control which neighborhood they go through.
I know, and they're just coming back from school. That was tough to watch. Yeah,
it's awful.
So that's where my one squirrel came from back in the day. But yeah. Anything else you want to include?
I'm trying to remember.
I think Catherine Narducci is the mom's name. I want to say. Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But she was also Artie Bucco's wife in The Sopranos. And C had a small role in The Sopranos for a while too, but then he went to jail.
I know. He started doing drugs on this set.
Yeah. This set.
And I guess De Niro and Palminteri were kind of oh, that's not a good idea, kid. Maybe don't. But he did anyway. And he said the first scene where he did it was when they're having the would you rather be feared or loved conversation, and he took drugs right before they filmed it. He came out and said, yeah.
I know now he's supposedly clean. He has social media, but yeah, he's pretty active on there.
Is he still cute?
Yeah, he looks the same.
I'll have to go look him up.
I mean, he's not bad. He's older now, obviously.
Well, yeah,
we all are.
We all are.
But yeah, that was A Bronx Tale, one of our actual ones that we enjoyed from
totally underrated too.
Yeah.
Nobody's
heard of this movie. I've showed several people this movie and they never heard of it in their lives. Yeah, such a good one. But we thank you for joining us this week for our first Sisters in Ebert of 2026. If you look in the description, if you look in the description below, you will see links to all of our social media. We are at Sisters in Ebert on Facebook and Instagram. Please like, follow, subscribe, comment, share the link, pass it around. Hopefully we'll be able to move up in the algorithm.
Take one down, pass it around, share Sisters in Ebert to all of your friends.
Yay! And then you get more bonuses like that. We thank you for joining us here, though, and we'll see you next week at the movies.